alright.
Thank you all so much for being here and for sticking around after this incredible film. My name is Cyrus Cohen. I am the programming coordinator and programmer for this year's festival at NewFest. I'm so thrilled. We have many guests from the film here to join us, and it is a pleasure and a privilege to welcome all of them out. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here. It's wonderful to see all of your faces. I would love it if we could just go around and have everyone introduce themselves, say your name, your preferred pronouns, and what you did on the film. That would be wonderful. Whoever wants to start.
Hi, my name is Animata. I played Alice in our movie, Alice Junior. My pronouns are she, her, and thank you for having us in your festival. It's such an honor for us, and yes, that's it.
Hi, my name is Gil Baroni. I am the director of ALICE Júnior, and my pronoun he and him. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity to screen our movie in New York Film Festival, LGBTQ plus Film Festival. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Luis Bertazzo. I'm the screenwriter of ALICE Júnior, and thank you for having us. My pronoun is he or him. And so, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel. You can call me Manu, and I am Alice's father in the movie. And I didn't know that we needed to have a pronoun.
It's completely fine. And we have Peter here as a translator in case that's ever necessary, but all of your English is magnificent, so I don't think we'll be having much of a problem, but we'll see. So my first question is for all of you, but in different ways. I'd love to hear what attracted each of you to this project, to the screenplay once you got it, and in the case of Luis, what attracted you to the story, what inspired you to write this movie?
Okay, I think more or less 8 or 9 years ago, we had in Brazil a political project named School Without Homophobia, and it was made to teach the students and the teachers at high school how they can receive it, how they can receive the LGBT community at the school, and how they can fight against LGBT phobia. And it was a great project, but unfortunately, some political conservative people make a pressure to the government to finish, to stop it, to end it, to chop this project, and because they think in their mind that this project will be transformed the students in gays or lesbian or trans. It's a mess, and it was said to us. But because I think it's important to talk about this agenda in this age, and I thought in the same time, if I make a movie, not a political movie or a hard move, but a move that people can't stop it. A movie with the same speech, with the same feeling and idea against LGBTQ phobia, but a funny movie, a positive movie, a comedy movie, a vibrant movie. And in Brazil, we have, since I was young, we have a program on television named Afternoon Sessions, when you can see some movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off or coming age of movies. And I thought if I make a movie like that, an easy movie, a movie that people can't stop it, a movie that you can see in all the places, on cinema, on online streamings, in school, of course, but also important in your home with your parents, if you're gay or trans or not. An easy movie, unstoppable movie, and came to me in my brain this idea about this simple idea about this transgender girl at high school, and she wants her first kiss, and she uses some colorful dresses, and she's a mean girl sometimes, like any girl, because she's a normal girl. And so Alice Junior was born from that. And I know nowadays our movie it's more than a teach movie, but when I see on the internet some young people saying about our movie, this movie is so great, I want this movie in my school. And 2 weeks ago, we received a print from an online exam from some school with a picture from Alice Junior's movie, putting our movie in the center of discussion about the transgender at high school. And I thought, okay, well done. We made our revenge because Alice Junior is unstoppable.
What can I say about the movie? 6 years ago, me and Bertazzo, we were in a party, and Bertazzo told me I have an idea about a TV pilot, a program TV pilot of a series about the first case of a teenager. And I told to him, "Whoa, it's amazing logline! I would like to do this movie. I would like to do this to tell this history." So we has a lot of discussions, and so the TV pilot became a project of a feature film. And so Bertaz, of course, showed me the first treatment of the screenplay, and it was amazing. And so I told to him, yes, this is the history that I want to bring to the theater, to the cinema. And this is the beginning of the feature film Alice Junior. And I think it's this. It was love at first sight. Anne, meu amor!
I'm going to speak in Portuguese so Peter can translate that. Então, eu me juntei ao projeto, ao filme Alice Júnior em 2016. No início de 2016, teve um casting no Facebook. Na verdade, teve um post no Facebook que eles falaram que estavam procurando atrizes trans de Curitiba para interpretar a Alice, o que foi bem legal para mim, porque eles não estavam utilizando do transfake, né? Eles não estavam procurando uma atriz cisgênera para interpretar uma garota trans, o que é muito legal. Eles estavam realmente querendo a representatividade trans. E aí, eu mesmo sendo de Recife, eu quis tentar, né? E eu entrei lá em contato com eles, a gente começou uma conversa via e-mail, depois foi por Skype, depois de um tempo eu fui para Curitiba, e eu falo que eu fui basicamente escolhida lá, que eu tive um mini intensivão, assim, digamos, de preparação de Alice Júnior e tal, mas o Gil e o Bertazzo, eles falam que foi meio que um amor à primeira vista, quando eles perceberam que nas primeiras vezes que a gente se comunicou, que eu daria super certo para interpretar a Alice. Peter, se você quiser que eu repita alguma coisa depois, aí a gente fala para você poder falar, tá?
So she said she joined the project in 2016. She saw a post in Facebook in 2016 of looking for trans actresses. And she thought it was very interesting because they weren't looking for cisgender people to interpret a trans character. So for her, the representation was very important. So, and they were looking for it in Curitiba, but even though she is from Recife, she decided to try it anyway. So she went and she had like a intensive preparation for Alice Junior, but Gil and Bertazzo said that they fall in love with her. It was like love at first sight. So that's how it came to be.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And Emmanuel, do you want to answer as well?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a professional actor, and this was my first acting job ever, except when I was maybe 6 years old, where I had to do a tree in a school play. And one day I had lunch with Gilles, who is my friend, and he asked me if I wanted to be an actor. And I said, "Well, are you crazy? What? No way, no way." And then he started telling me about the story. I finally read the script, and I just fell in love with the character, and it filled my heart. So I accepted his offer. I did a test with him or two, and then Anne and I were very well trained by Bertazzo for at least a month. And that's how it got to be. That's the story. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Cool.
I'd love to hear more from you and from Anne about your experiences, given that this is both of your first or one of your first film roles. And I'd like to hear more about that kind of month-long period with Bertazzo in pre-production, before you started shooting. It's such a dynamic ensemble cast. And you really feel so many different layers of trust and love and resentment, and both of you especially do such an extraordinary job. I would never have guessed that it's either of your first acting roles. I'm like, these people are top of their game, doing such good work. And I would love to hear how you navigated the newness of all of this.
Então, foi meu primeiro trabalho também. Assim, eu já tinha feito eu fiz cursos de teatro em Recife, mas eram cursos pequenos e tudo mais. Então, obviamente, eu nunca tinha feito nada profissional. Então, foi tudo muito para mim. E eu falo que eu tive duas preparações de elenco. Eu tive uma preparação de elenco em Recife, porque eu não queria chegar em Curitiba insegura e totalmente despreparada. Eu queria chegar em Curitiba um pouco mais segura do que eu enfrentaria, e das cenas, e do roteiro e tudo mais. Então, eu contratei uma pessoa aqui em Recife, obviamente com todo o apoio do Gil e tudo mais. A gente conversou sobre isso antes, e aí eu tive algumas aulas com essa pessoa, e então eu cheguei em Curitiba um pouco mais preparada. Mas em Curitiba eu basicamente tive, acho que um mês por aí, de preparação de elenco com o Bertazzo, que além de roteirista também é preparador de elenco, e isso me deixou definitivamente super preparada para todas as cenas. Eu acho que só teve uma cena em específica, que foi a cena da piscina, que eu estive insegura até fazer a cena, e enquanto fazia a cena também. Mas eu acho que todas as outras cenas eu já estava me sentindo super segura, porque a gente trabalhou muito todas as cenas, absolutamente todas as cenas com o Bertazzo. Então, a preparação de elenco ela foi um passo super essencial, e o Berta realmente arrasou nesse aspecto.
So it was my first work, and I did a theater course in Recife already, but never did any professional jobs. So, and there was like two acting preparations. One was in Recife, because I wanted to arrive in Curitiba more with more confidence, more like safer. And so, like, I hired someone in Recife. Of course, it was with the support of Gil, and Gil knew about this. We talked about this, but then we had I prepared a bit then, and then I went to Curitiba, and there was 1 month of preparation with Bertazzo, that is not only an amazing screenwriter, but also a really great actor, preparation person. And after this month, we went through all the scenes, and I felt very confident, apart from the scene in the swimming pool that was a scene that I was only like felt confident on the day on the set, but this was very important for me, and I felt very safe and very prepared for this because Bertazzo did an amazing job.
I'm just going to reiterate that thanks to Luis Bertazzo, I myself also felt comfortable to act in front of a camera for the first time of my life. And yes, for me it was 1 month, but not every day, of course, because I was working on my other job, and so it was basically Saturdays and Sundays where we had the preparations almost all day long. And but thank God that we went through that, because otherwise it would have been hell.
We would have guessed. You all seem exceptionally prepared, and that is such a testament to Luis's work as an actor, screenwriter. Thank you all for your answers. I think we have time for 1 or 2 more questions. First, as has already been spoken about, I was really struck by the film's ability to address serious topics in a light framework with comedy and charm. And it's incredibly effective, as you're saying, especially for younger audiences, for families. It's such a good tool, but it goes far beyond, as you're saying, just a movie to teach. It's so much a work of art with such a electric energy and a unique style. And I was amazed seeing all these parts of it come together in such a beautiful way. And I know obviously film is a collaborative medium, and it's everyone working their hardest in order to make it possible. But I would love to hear from Gilles about how you went about kind of synthesizing all of these amazing components together and made the movie what it is.
Okay, I think I will speak in Portuguese and help me. A gente tinha pouco tempo, né, para fazer um filme com essa história, com essa envergadura, com tantas temáticas importantes, assim, e poucos recursos, pouca grana, mas a gente contou com muita parceria, principalmente da equipe. O filme todo mundo, quando leu a história, quando leu o roteiro, se sentiu apaixonado pela história de Alice, pela história criada pelo Bertazzo. Muita gente se juntou para fazer isso acontecer e ser possível, né? A gente teve 2 etapas assim de importantes nesse filme. Essa primeira etapa, que foi a etapa de pré-produção, preparação e filmagem, e depois uma etapa de finalização, onde a gente conseguiu, enfim, alguns recursos a mais para a gente fazer toda a parte de toda a estética visual, que eu achei que era importante trazer para o filme, essa linguagem jovial, esses traços, essas intervenções, essas layers. E aí contamos também com o apoio de um grande artista aqui de Curitiba, o Nick, que trouxe esses efeitos visuais para trazer mais charme e beleza a essa história, como o Bertazzo disse, que é uma história da sessão da tarde, é um filme leve, é um feel good movie, mas que tem muitas questões políticas diluídas em camadas, em detalhes, em nuances, né? E também a parceria de grandes artistas que cederam para nós as trilhas sonoras, então também é um filme muito musical. Somando toda essa união, todos esses esforços, todas essas parcerias, eu acho que nasceu um filme realmente muito único e muito bonito, né, que é a história do primeiro beijo dessa adolescente trans, e que é muito simbólico nesse tempo aqui que nós vivemos no Brasil, porque o país que mais mata pessoas trans no mundo. Então ter um filme como Alice protagonizando, né, sendo o centro da narrativa, é muito importante para a gente provar que é possível sim, né, pessoas trans protagonizarem também histórias felizes.
So we had a very little time to make this film with this story and very little resources. But we had a lot of partnerships, a lot of people, a lot of collaboration, a lot of people read the script and fell in love with the script and decided to help out. A lot of people came together, and he couldn't have made it without everyone getting together with these people that fell in love with it. There was like two main stages: the pre-production and then after the post-production. The post-production was very important because they wanted to make this like young film with this very young aesthetic that can reach more people. And they got together with this artist from Curitiba called Nick that helped a lot with the post-production. And because it's a film with a lot of like political questioning and a lot of nuances, and so it was very important to make it the right way. And it's also a film that is very musical, so that was very important. And working with artists that would bring that to life, and with all of that collaboration, it came out like it became like a very unique and beautiful film. Because it was important for them because Brazil is the country that kills more trans people in the world. So it's very important to have a film like Alice Junior that shows that you can tell a very beautiful and happy story. This story that's very beautiful and happy in this way.
Thank you so much for that response. I really appreciate that answer. And I think there's a lot of brilliance in the film and how you constructed it in order to make it so that it is as accessible to young viewers and will hopefully change people's minds and change culture and make sure that trans people are safer in Brazil than they currently are. We obviously are in a similar situation, both in terms of an epidemic of violence against trans women in the US, but also bigot in the White House. And I would love to hear what making this film under Bolsonaro's rule felt like for all of you. And how did the political circumstances currently in Brazil shape the film? I know it was written long ago. So.
I think in Brazil we have this situation. It's not good to us, LGBT community, but in the same time, I think the powerful of love, and like I said, that Alice Junior is unstoppable, and I think these people we can not make some more thing to us, and our movie is going to all the road. And in Brazil, it's amazing what this film it's make with the people, and I think it's more interesting to me think about that.
And we think it's a movie for all the family, not just for the young people, but the old people, adults, because we have a lot of issues. Not only for the LGBT community, especially us, but to the families. We have a lot of great experience in a lot of festivals that when Alice was screened. I think Annie can tell a history, amazing history. One of the festivals, Mostra de São Paulo Film Festival. It was great times. We have been received a lot of love of the audience. In Berlin, the movie was standout ovation. Is that correct? Standout ovation. It was amazing. In Brasilia Film Festival, it was good too. Annie received the prize of the best actress in Brasilia Film Festival, the oldest festival, cinema festival in Brazil. She was the first one, the first of her name to receive this amazing prize. So it's a historical prize in Brazil. It's so representative and it is amazing. I think Annie can tell more about this too.
Definitivamente, até então, pelo menos, eu não sei quando o filme alcançar mais espaços futuramente, porque a gente definitivamente está alcançando muitos espaços, então eu não sei futuramente o que vai acontecer, espero que nada ruim, mas definitivamente tudo que tem acontecido tem sido até agora muito bom. Como eu vou contar 2 episódios, na Mostra São Paulo, tem um grupo aqui no Brasil chamado Mães pela Diversidade. Eles levaram as crianças e adolescentes LGBTs para ver essa sessão do filme. E no final da sessão, uma garota trans, criança no caso, não sei a idade, mas era uma criança, ela veio falar comigo muito emocionada, falando que tinha amado o filme, que me amava e tudo mais. E assim, foi a primeira vez que eu recebi esse tipo de uma pessoa chegando até mim com essa emoção, né, e demonstrando todo esse sentimento, porque geralmente é assim que eu me expresso para os meus ídolos, né, e receber isso foi bastante novo e foi bem legal, e eu acho que isso é a representatividade, né, isso é você se ver presente na tela e conseguir se enxergar ali também. E outro episódio foi também uma garota trans, que também é uma criança, ela tem 12 anos, chamada Maria Joaquina. Ela foi pro Drive-In de Curitiba, que teve aqui lá em Curitiba. E depois do filme, eu fui falar com ela, porque eu obviamente quero muito saber o que as pessoas trans acham do filme, especialmente as crianças trans. E aí ela foi assistir com os irmãos mais novos, e ela me falou, entre várias coisas que ela falou do filme, uma das coisas que mais me tocou que ela falou foi que ela adorou o fato que Alice Júnior sofreu preconceito na escola, mas no dia seguinte ela foi de cabeça erguida para a escola e enfrentou toda essa situação. E eu acho que para mim isso é o suficiente, sabe? Porque ela é uma garota trans, ela tem 12 anos, e aí, enfim, futuramente ela pode passar por esse tipo de situação, e ela sabe que, assim como a Alice, ela também pode enfrentar essa situação.
Okay. So definitely until now, like we're achieving a lot of we're reaching a lot of people, and we're achieving a lot of great things. She doesn't know I don't know how it will be in the future when it gets a broader release, but there's like 2 stories that I would love to tell that happened, which was, one is this group called Mães pela Diversidade, which is like Mothers for Diversity, that took the children to the film in the São Paulo Film Festival. And after the film, trans child came up to Anya and said that she was in love with the film and was in love with Anya. And it was the first time that happened to Anya. Usually Anya is the one that will do that to her heroes, but it was the first time happening to her, and this just proves the power of the representation in the film. The second time was in a drive-in in Curitiba. They did a screening, and there was a trans child called Maria Joaquina that went with the younger brothers to watch the film. And after the film, they talked, and Maria Joaquina was saying that she loved Alice, that Alice suffered prejudice in school, but then the next day went to school with her head up high, went confident to school, and would fought against it. And it was the first time she saw that, and that gave her strength in her own life. So these 2 moments were the 2 important moments.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so much for saying that. I would love to hear from Emmanuel as well. But wow,
I just have one thing to say, and that's fora Bolsonaro.
Yes, I think we can all agree. Thank you all. Yes, we can take a moment. Everyone wants to say, you can. Thank you all so much for being here. I really am so happy that we had this conversation. It meant a lot to me, and I know that this movie is going to connect with our audience in a really, really special way. So thank you for making it. Thank you for taking the time to be here with me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cyrus. Thank you, NewFest.
Thank you. We love
you.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so glad we were able to have this conversation. Please head to newfest.org to check out all of our other offerings. We have over 120 films from 29 countries. So definitely check out what is in our program. Thank you all again for watching and for sticking around. And I hope you have a great rest of your festival.